In focus, click the links for Odyssey, BitChute, join the channel, become a member, or support on Patreon, subscribe to our, be sure to join the Telegram or Gab. Those are free speech places, as you'll immediately find out when you get on Telegram. It's very, very offensive, which is awesome, especially nowadays. It's like when this pendulum swings back, holy cow, man. Holy, it's going to be just a wrecking ball. So trigger warning, feminine hygiene, which I know, no matter what age you are, if you're male, a lot of people just kind of no, we love women, no, we're not grossed out, no, it's fine, we love women, it's fine, but just saying, it's your kid and those commercials come on TV and you're watching it with your parents or your sisters or something, you're like, I gotta go, I can't watch this, this is too disgusting. Hey mom, you ever feel not so fresh down there? Like, oh dear God, the boys are just running from the room. Anyway, so what happened? Sorry. What happened is a shocking footage from Disney reveals upcoming transgender characters saying that men have periods too. Well, I mean, plot twist, they don't. If you're a man, where would you be bleeding from? If you're bleeding from your crotch area, from the taint, then you're probably in deep trouble. Men don't have periods. Only women bleed. I don't know who sung that song, but only women bleed. This is like children understand this. So Disney says that men have periods. Oh, and Spider-Man is also gay. Well, Spider-Man's not gay. Peter Parker is a well-established character. Well, we're recreating him, but he's a character. He's like 80 years old or something. You can't just. Well, he's gonna be like Liberace. The character has got ruffles on his spider costume for some reason. So no, men don't have periods. Disney is not an entertainment company. It is a propaganda. Yeah, that robot is kind of terrifying. It's a propaganda company that uses entertainment to push cultural Bolshevism. So Disney is a Luciferian organization run by globalist lizard people who literally want your mass deletion. Disney is not the family-friendly company it once was, and it really, like, when did it start to change? You just kind of go further and further back, and you look for when the cultural Bolshevism started to creep into the company. It's like you got to go further and further back when it was still, a safe company. They will push far extreme left commie values in the way of propagandizing and proselytizing to your kids by pushing sexuality onto kids. Kids are impressionable. If you show BLT characters, the dumb kids will just say, oh, well, we're also BLT. Because that's how kids are. They know it's something special. It's standing out. It's in the cultural zeitgeist right now. They know that if they latch onto it, they're going to get a little bit extra attention. And Disney also knows that, which is why they're doing it. If a kid sees some BLT stuff, they will ask mom what it means. Mom explains, and daughter now says, oh, I'm a boy. Yeah, that'll be fun. When I was a kid, I liked to dress up like Satan. I had a costume and a pitchfork and, the horns and all this kind of stuff. I thought it was cool. I'm not Satan. If the mom says, here's the daughter says she's now a boy, what's the mom supposed to say? If she says no, in her brainwashed mind, that would be transphobic, because that's how far the culture has shifted into brainwashing these idiots. Kids don't know what they are. Even to say that you can decide that when you get older, that was a common refrain for parents, is, oh, you'll figure that out when you're older, when you're a little bit older, it'll make sense when you're older. That's problematic for the brainwash, because the cultural Bolsheviks are pushing BLT stuff to kids. They're saying that children discovering this BLT sexuality is perfectly valid and normal, and to deny that is problematic. I mean, they totally control the narrative. I think people are slowly kind of starting to wake up to this now. Disney and these cultural Marxist companies and the schools, they want to be co-parents. they are communists. They believe that the state should raise the kids so that they can brainwash them. They're changing the narrative using Bolshevik manipulation techniques of group psychology to manipulate non-critical thinkers into thinking that this is normal. It's not normal. What's normal is what you've been doing for the past 10,000 years. I mean, like human sacrifice? Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Take the extreme outlier as the example of the whole. This is a standard critical Bolshevik theory from the pages of the Frankfurt School or Saul Alinsky's or Karl Marx. It's a ridiculous technique for anyone who knows history, but it only works when you control the history. If you control the media and the schools, well, you simply control what's taught. And when I grew up, we learned about communist Russia, and to be fair, I read a lot about it on the outside. But like, you think the dangers of communism are being taught in schools today? Absolutely not. The dangers of fascism, like, that doesn't make sense. It's this drop in the bucket compared to the dangers of communism, especially Ukraine. If you're familiar with the Holodomor, the mass deletion that happened in Ukraine by the Bolsheviks. So if you control the media, you control the narrative. Politics is downstream from culture, and thus you control the freaking world. So Disney is coming out and openly saying that this is what they're on board for, pushing this, the BLT stuff, which is, realistically, you're talking about like a couple of percentage of the people are BLT. Or whatever the percentage is, but it's not. I mean, in the real world, I know they're saying it's a huge percentage. No, it's not. In the real world, it's not. Men like women and boys like girls, and that's just how it's wired. But in their world, and then the second thing is, okay, representation. Okay, but this is a commercial enterprise. What percentage of these people? How does this affect the bottom line? What percentage of these people want to buy this based on you're putting BLT storylines? So what percentage of people are into that? Almost none. It concerns almost nobody. Very few people are seeking this out. It's a tiny fraction of a percent. So you go, well, this kind of doesn't make sense. Why is this big company putting this stuff into the storyline? Because they're not a company. They're not an entertainment company. They're not just a standard incorporated, kind of the goal of the company, Articles Incorporation, is to make a profit and sell entertainment. It's a propaganda company. Like, people, when you said that, I said that before, people have been saying that for a long time, and a lot of people didn't understand that. They go, the goal of the company, people on the left and right said this, the goal of the company is just to make money. You look at them like, they're not dumb people. They don't purposely make these bad decisions to push propaganda that costs them money if the goal is to make money. To think that is to think that these billion-dollar companies are run by people who are consistently making bad decisions, or decisions that lead to financial loss, but also push propaganda. So you're saying that they're dumb people who are running these companies. That's insane. They're not dumb people. This isn't negligence or recklessness. This is intentional. They are doing this by intent. So Disney is coming out and saying that they're going to target the next generation with BLT inclusion content, because her son told her that Gen Z is 30 or 40% more BLT, and Disney better get with it. No, they're not. Nobody believes that. Nope. So, like, the BLT, organic BLT is like, I don't know, less than 5%. And, back in my day, gay meant gay. It meant same-sex attraction. Now it just means anything. Like, oh, I'm trans, furry, otherkin. I'm dragonkin. Okay, but I mean, is that a basis for the storyline? As I'll use in the thumbnail, you'll see what the animation shows. It's a tampon scene in a animation, a Disney cartoon, showing like tampons for kids. It's just, if it's geared towards older kids, it's fine to have a scene like that. I mean, it really is. I mean, most parents probably would rather discuss after, but it's not. I mean, that's not a big deal to have a scene like that. But it's also, you look at it like, well, why would you have it in an animation? I mean, the parents are teaching their kids about hygiene, or, the birds and the bees. It's not, I mean, that's not the issue. It's that they have a person wearing a trans flag. That's kind of more the issue, because kids are impressionable. They're going to see that and go, oh, what's that? And the single mom explains to them. They're like, oh, I want to be that. I'm like, oh, are Are you? I mean, how do you argue against that? Because I mean, realistically, in the old days, parents would just go, "Oh no, you're not. You like girls, don't you? Oh yeah, I like girls. Then you're not trans. Oh, I might be. I want to be special. I want to stand out. So I want to be this. It's like, yeah, but you're not. Or you decide when you're older. But nowadays you can't say that. Or the single moms don't believe that. I mean, people who are like conservatives or Christians, they look at this and go, oh, well, Disney's over. Disney's been over for some time now. Like in totality, you might go back and watch the stuff from the 80s, but that's kind of about it. Anyway, there's a lot of Hollywood is over. I think that Disney theme parks are going to be fine for a long time because people want those bread and circuses. But the Disney movies are probably just going to, they're not going to bomb, but they're just not going to return. The return on investment is just not going to be as high as it used to be because people are kind of, with that, what was that red panda thing with that was creepy. That was Disney, right? The panda thing. It wasn't just about the periods, but it was about rejecting the parents' structure. And see, that's a common globalist thing, is to reject your organic blood tribe, your blood family, and go to the found family concept, a group of ragtag misfits. That's kind of the binary between globalism and nationalism, which is if you reject globalism, suddenly you're nationalist. Oh, that's good. That's tribal nationalism is a good thing. It's what keeps structure in place. Like, oh no, the media says that nationalism is tribalism is bad. Oh wait, the same media that is on the Epstein Island flight logs, that media is telling us that tribalism is bad. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, support the channel, subscribe to our various other links. I'll see you guys on Alt Media.